Hi guys, Anthea here. So we thought we would just bring you today something that can help you to drop into yourself, to release a bit of the anxiety that's maybe building up over the course of your kind of day-to-day life, whether it's with work, with kids, whether it's sort of all of the disturbance that we've had over the course of this year, which I know for a lot of people they've been experiencing a real sense of fatigue about. And I think you can get used to stress. This is the thing about chronic stress, is you can get used to it and you can normalize it. And although on some conscious level, you're therefore just going about your functional life, on a systemic level, that stress is still creating a vibration within your body, which is stopping you from being able to feel physically comfortable, stopping you from being able to feel a little bit footloose and spontaneous and joyful. So for me, and I was a chronic workaholic, this is something that I really relate to. I needed practices that were grounding. And so I want you guys to come into a little seated position on your mat. You won't need any props today. And just sit however's comfortable. For some people, a cross-legged pose is not the best for their joints. If you want to support yourself with a cushion under your seat, if you want to have your knees folded underneath you, wherever feels good for you today. If you're a yogi and you want to have your feet tangled up into each other, please feel free. Hands onto the knees. And just start by closing down the eyes. And it's kind of the first step, is these eyes of ours are constantly targeted towards what we think we need to spend our time focusing on. And any of you guys that have been with us in class or at the studio will know that where the eyes go, the body tends to follow. And so what you get is just generations of people whose spinal column is just gently compressing because their eyes are determinedly furrowing towards their phone, their emails. It's all kind of very frontal lobe. So what I'd like you to do as you sit here with eyes closed is just take a moment to breathe and to drop in. And when I say drop in, I don't mean that that's easy or that necessarily you're going to be comfortable with where you drop into. So I'm going to just invite you to become aware to begin with of what you're sitting on, your seat, the kind of hara, the root of you, at the base of the body. And just notice where your spine is in relation to that base. Is it forward? Is it backward? Is it curved? Is it slightly skew if on an angle? View these things with a real sense of compassion and gentleness. No need to do anything, but just to notice where you're starting from. And as you deepen your inhales through the nose, and as you deepen your exhales through the mouth, just begin to invite some space into the spine with a sense that the weight of the base of you is spreading, anchoring down into the surface of the earth. And that gives you all the support you could possibly need to let go. And I mean let go on as many levels as you can. So it might be here that as you continue to sit and breathe, you notice that there's holding, physical holding in the tissues of your legs, a holding in the shape of your spine. For me right now, I can get a sense of the back of my neck where it meets my skull. And I'm just aware that my head is forward of the line of my shoulders and my throat. So I'm just going to gently, with my next exhale, just allow the head to sort of soften into the back line of my body as though that was a really gorgeously supportive piece of fabric hung from the ceiling above me, gently tied into the floor below me. And I can just lean into it like a standing up hammock. And now that we've been here for a little moment, the breath should be beginning to widen the rib cage out to the sides. And can you feel that little sense of buoyancy as you inhale? And so the whole balloon of your body is floating upward a touch. And as you exhale, let everything drop down into your seat even more. Every time you take this tidal rhythm of your breath, Feel the flotation upward and the gentle lull back down to ground. Allow any clicks or clunks as they come. Feel free to make the breath out this audible sigh of release as you invite your body to find the ease that your mind craves. Without opening your eyes now, just start to gently move through the pelvis. And all that we're going to think about is sending your sitting bones back behind you and then rolling them underneath you. And as you move, the rest of the spine, because it's tethered, gently structured like pearls on a string, is going to float also forward and backwards. So find that waving feeling again in your body. The feet are still dropping into the floor, the sitting bones are still your grounding connection. You're taking yourself forward and backward. Just being curious as to the canvas of your body and what it presents you with as you do this. The next time you take yourself back, stay. Slide your hands slightly forwards of your knees so that there's a feeling of the forearm tissue stroking along the knees. As the back rounds, breathe into the back of your shoulders. Feel them spreading out to the sides. Almost like we've taken ourselves into a little cat-cow, but we're on our sit bones. And then slowly bring yourself up. The palms will slide back to the knees. Curl the fingers over the knees. And pull the palms backwards towards you to feel the crown of your head growing tall, the chest opening up, the spine and ribs lifting away from the pelvis. Take that again, sliding forwards. Your fingertips might reach to the floor. You might want to plant the palms there, really finding that connection and that stretch. Slide the hands back, fingertips to knees, pull backward, gentle retraction of your shoulder blades. Maybe even this backward movement of your tailbone. We're going to go one more time, forwards. Breathing long and deep. Know that the lungs are so deep that they enter the back of your sacrum. Can you send some breath there? Slowly slide up. Hands to knees. Lift of breastbone. Come back. If you can, guys, resist opening your eyes. Bring your hands down to the surface of the mat. Either side of you, fingertips in a little bit of a tent. Take one arm up towards the ceiling, palm facing in towards the body. And using the connection of your bottom hand, gently tease yourself over into a side bend. Head and neck can just fall away from your top arm. Bottom shoulder can fall away from your ear. Back hip bone dropping down really nice and heavy. Breathe into the side of yourself, sending it gently upwards with your inhale. And then with your floor hand, almost pull that hand inward to the hip and begin to twist your torso towards your floor hand. That floating arm has spiraled to the side. Head still hanging really nice and floppy. Push the floor hand away, return yourself to the side bend, just like if you were doing a mermaid here. And then on your next inhale, float all the way up through center over to the other side. You plant your palm. You allow your arm to lengthen away from your hip. You fall down towards the floor while keeping that back hip tethered. Breathe in here. Feel the breath creating ease and space in your system. Pull that inside arm in towards you. Turn that palm forwards then. Feeling this rotation, letting the ribs revolve around the column of support that your spine gives you day to day. Return to your side bend. Bring your arm back up. If you want to open your eyes, please feel free. Take your right arm across your body to the left. Connect the palm to the floor. Take a little slide of that hand all the way forwards and over to the side. And take that gentle rhythm again. You're going to start to notice your body wanting to make some shapes. The torso wanting to join in on the dance of the limbs. Let that happen. And those of you that are really bendy, you may be finding your forehead coming nice and close to the floor. So again, just lean into that movement. When you've gone to the other side, just cross the legs. Give the back of your bottom a slightly different connection to the floor. And again, take left arm through to right, back and forwards. Getting a sense of the texture of the floor as you move. Once you feel you've got the rhythm, soften the eyes closed again, just to really feel into the length of your body from the inside out. Bring that arm back towards the pelvis. Stay seated for a second, eyes softly closed if they weren't already. Start to spread those arms out to the side, really reaching palm away from palm. Take an inhale to lift ribs away from pelvis, connect the palms towards one another at the top. Breathe in again. As you exhale, let those arms circle round the sides of your body back down to the floor. Take a little half roll down when you get there. Head pouring down towards the knees. Inhale. Exhale, roll up through the spine. Let it restack just as though you were in standing. As the spine lengthens, the arms lift off the floor. We connect the palms. We breathe in. We exhale. Arms sweep down. Spine descends. Head over ribs. Nose into the feet. Exhale, restack from the base of your spine all the way to the top. Last inhale here. Pause with hands above head. Invite in this feeling of the body launching upwards, streaming up. As you allow the elbows to float down and the palms to connect in front of the heart, try to keep the sense of the height of your spine. Stems of your thumbs coming in towards the breastbone. Back of the head, again, just gently dropping back. Take a breath in here, with your thumbs connecting to the heart. Tune into what it feels like to connect into this center point. We found your seat, we found your length. Tune into heart. Breathe in one more time. Say thank you to your body, to your mind, to the energy of your system that moves you around day to day. And with your next exhale, let the hands slowly come down to rest, palms up on the legs. Slowly, in your own time, allow your eyelids to open. And gently, with care, move back into your day.